How to overbalance your rival. Let's suppose that I want to overturn him. I push him with my elbow using force. I don't want to apply force, but I have to. Let's look at this situation more minutely. How not to use much force. It's difficult to push him there. His leg is an obstacle for me too. The position of my body with respect to his body is not convenient. It's easier to strike him at first and then just to overbalance. But I don't want to. I take 2 points. In fact, there is one and the same point. I've just changed the position. Now I use this arm to press him to the ground. Then I crouch. Now here is some transition, a sort of play between forces. Speed, desire and emotional composure, peace of mind, like we had while balancing a stick. It's very important to restore some balance. Emotions. You need to convert tension and speed into an advantage. I can get him down this way. If I press on his elbow, I won't succeed. The main load is on the arm here. I don't need to press on this arm, but to move it from side to side. I pull the elbow further and sit down. You should try to find balance, as in this case with a stick. When you had a feeling of balance, maybe even a feeling of happiness. On the other hand, you feel something unusual, that you're in a usual situation. The same here. If you found yourself in such a situation, I can pull him to the side. Then you look where you used too much force and where not, where you could waste less energy. That's exactly the balance, the fulcrum. You don't see it, but I feel that his weight presses on me. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he took a specific position so that he does press on me. You don't see that. You should feel it. There's no sense in pushing him, because he is pushing you. You sit down and he's falling down too. I make him sink and pull to the side. You may use the vector of forces that he applies. You may clutch at him and he will pull you. To see it and to feel how it works, you must be relaxed. Don't try to do something as quickly as possible, but think it over at first. When you're a novice, and when you see that for the first time, the time of understanding. It's a period of plunging into the atmosphere, and first, you should try to see some details. Don't try to oppose your skills and knowledge to what you see here. In that case, there is some discord that gives you not the best result eventually. There may be some disagreement. He holds you like this, and you're trying to release yourself. That's the basis of the release performance. You bend your arm, then once again turn it. Use your thighs. That's it. The same with the rest. For example, you released yourself, then you see his hand, which you can use his fingers, which can be placed under your arm. You can place your fingers here too. Use his elbows. Strike to the throat, groin, that can be easily hurt. Work with your elbows, legs. You can put his 2 arms together with your single arm. Then you may turn him with your second arm. The basis is leverage and forces. I'm trying to place my arm here, pull it further, get a better grip. Use his elbow in this way. That gives you a chance to influence his balance with some force. You block my arms again. I do the same. I twist this arm, use my elbow, then my fist or hand. I grip him to the throat so that I could easily press him to the ground now. Here we use the same initial position. I don't even change my hands. I use the right or left hand. I'm striking to the elbow joint and to the shoulder blade. I strike to the shoulder blade, then to the arm, then I injure him here. I strike his torso and press him down. But it's not the only variation. I can also act like that, performing the same element without any change in position of the arms. You can vary your actions. If this arm is free, I pull it to the side to get to his body. When I did that, I can grip here to strike him to the arm. Then it depends on the arm position, whether it gives me a chance to act or not. I strike him this way in order to have some space from the lower angle. When you release yourself, you should estimate how this leverage can be used. You acted that way, then look what you get to the advantage. For example, I pull him to the side and see his finger. I can use it too. I can move my leg to the side. You should act according to the situation. You have a contact in this point, but don't try to pull it. Use it to develop action. You can take it as a basis. Use your thighs and elbows. Additionally, lower it. I can sit down. You should lower your elbow in order to make a leverage work. My arm should be a leverage here, so I need to stand in the position where this point should be fixed. If I pull here, the leverage will work, but it has another basis. Rotation axis is here, so the muscles work in this case. Here it's the bone stiffness that works. I'm trying to sit down, but the point is still fixed. It's my basis of work. It's not a tool, it's a basis. Now I must twist my arm. Why should I? It's because the shape of my arm was a tool for releasing the supporting arm. Then, being released, this arm can affect the rival's arm. Further actions will be held according to this behavior and the whole situation. For example, I can neither push nor pull this arm, but this arm can be easily pushed or pulled, lowered or raised. Now I should estimate how I can use this situation that has emerged. What can I use in each situation? Can I act this way or not? When I can't do something, that means that I can do something else. How does it happen? I can't pull this arm, but I want to. I can push him and give him this hand. When I push him there, his other side moves closer to me. Maybe he doesn't want to, but the kinematics forces him to come nearer. I can turn myself to change the situation, but I'll lose the contact then. It's not the best way out here, but that's what I'll do here, I think. I can also grip him after I release my arm, then I'll apply less force. It's not because I want to save this force, but I'll use it later. I act like this and then drag him. I pull him, then estimate the situation, move forward a little, raise and pull him aside. There's a great range of actions which I can use in such a situation. I can move in any direction I want because I see this range and can work with it. I can vary my actions. That's why I made you work with a stick to master your movement in order to feel the balance. Now you should combine the balance with a human, with some elements. You can act like this, for example. Strike him here. You can strike him to the bones, joints, spleen, liver, throat, neck, eyes, ears, or use separate strikes. Might also break something. You strike him to the leg. He stretches diagonally. If you raise this arm, then it's another situation. It looks like antlers. If you strike him to the leg, take his arm and pull it down. You may use this lever to defeat him. This arm is an axle. Here it is. If I want to control him, I can turn it a little and strike him here. You can take a better grip, use a different range, and get an advantage over him. What else? I strike him to the other leg and overturn him here. I'll move a little to that direction, or I can move back to that leg. This arm can be relaxed. You may pull him aside when he is poised to fall. You may apply some force from the side. Let's come back to the stick and its balancing. You should balance it and not let it make you run after it all over the gym. He holds me. I release myself here. Use my second arm. Now you can easily press him down. Why I acted this way? I can't explain and show you all these variations at once. Okay, you strike him with an elbow, then use your leg. If it's not active anymore, you can either grip him or turn your leg to the other side. Using your pelvis, which can overturn you, try to form a back balance with your arm. I release my arm here, move to that direction, and then apply what you've already seen and done. If he holds me, I open his torso and strike him. You don't see it? Open, pulled aside, and then hurt him. I can also injure his arm or torso. Then I'll strike him either with this arm or in a combination. You may go there, and you may also use your legs to move. That's it. Here you have gripped the arm. The greater the contact point and combine the strike with the raising of the arm. You may create the load, which will help you to release yourself. The strike itself is maybe enough, but I hold his arm here. If I remove my arm, it continues to move. It's a detail which is often neglected. Here it seems that I got what I wanted, but when I got it, I can raise his arm and the effect will be even better. I have to turn the arm just a little, but keep the contact with the rival. I hold him and he didn't fall to the ground. I strike him here. When you raise him, you see that he falls on your knee, so push it forward. You could raise the leg, strike him with the knee, or hold him this way. The bone is rigid, so you lay on the pole, so to say. Strike him under the knee, then to the head. I press his head and the spine. I need to bend it a little to reach the seventh vertebrae. I strike him here. Act like this and turn his body. Then I can hurt him at this point or this one.